got guards that can pass as well as our guards pass because you're going to get a lot of easy shots.
Railers with alternating possession will start with the ball here as we get things going in the second half. Starters on the floor for the Railers. That's Podbelsic, Cook, Horsham, Block, and Bolby. Same starters on the floor for Senators.
I like to see Gavin get in the post. He's got a size advantage on his man.
3 on the way, back rim. That's no good from Bolby. Tipped away, but tracked down by the Senators. And now they're stuck in the backcourt again. We've already had one 10 count, and this is close to another one.
Yeah, real close.
Ulster, boy, didn't get it, but then it's tipped away. Nice defense by Max as he kept it from getting down in the corner. Stevens will inbound. Does so into the backcourt to Tavion Kincaid, the 5'6" sophomore.
Boy, he is small, too.
I was just thinking the same thing. That's a big 5'6".
Yeah, gosh.
And then Block and Stevens fighting for it on the sideline, and the ball comes loose, and the Railers head back with it. Max watched by Stevens as he has been all night. Tyler lost control of the dribble, but gets it over to Block.
Yeah, Gavin, still like to see Gavin. Pearl is about 6'2", on Gavin about 6'5". Love to see him get right down to the post and just box this, post up.
Gavin in the corner, makes a move on Pearl, kicks it back out to Bolby, now to Horsham. Cutting is Gavin, kicks it out to a wide open Podbelsic. 4-3 is good. Will with 9.
Just a kick out, and they had to come running at Gavin because he did a good job of going down the middle, kicked it right out to Will, and the senior steps up and bangs a big 3 for the Railers.
And again, the Railers run 30-35 seconds off and get a good look. And you know, you talked about those were some threes that they were taking down on this end as a 3 is fired up by Springfield, goes over the top of the backboard, and it'll go to the Railers. But Josh, you alluded to it in the first half, some of those hurried threes in that one span for the Railers in the first half were shots that we could get any time of the possession.
We could get
and there shot. We worked 30 to 35 seconds and get that same shot.
We can get any shot we want. Whether we want a layup, coach calls a certain play, we'll get a layup. If he wants a 3, we'll call a 3.
Looking to go back door, Gavin. To Bolby, back now to Block as he backs up near the timeline. 5:45 to go in the third. Railers up 33-10. Gavin, nice pass to Pod. Pod tried to get it to Bolby. Bolby went through his hands. Railers a little sloppy in the end of that possession, and Balster brings it into the front court for the Senators.
Yeah, Will had a layup, backdoor layup going in, but he saw Church 6'6" underneath and decided otherwise and tried to kick it over to Bolby and just a little too hard on the pass.
Kincaid's 3 just a tad short.
Boy, Horsham just put his rear and took out Church on a great box out. This is as good as we boxed out in the last several possessions going back into the second quarter that we've seen all year.
5 minutes to go in the third. Railers on top by 23. Max with a nice take, won't go down. Gavin fighting for the rebound. Ball flipped around. They're going to say last touch by Springfield, so it'll stay going this way.
Yeah, good take by Max. Like to see him maybe at a bad angle from where we're sitting, but didn't use the bank board on the layup, and I'd like to see him use that bank board when he's going in for the layups.
Horsham will inbound on the baseline. Back out to Max, to Tyler. Got to watch Ed on the baseline. This almost looks an awful lot like as well as they were doing against Normal West.
Yeah.
Cook, watched by Stevens, on the right wing to Gavin. High post to Ed. Ed looking to go backdoor. Gavin went down, so they get it to Max for 3. And we're going to have a foul, and they're going to get Gavin for the push. And I think that was more so Gavin's frustration for getting knocked down and not getting the call. So Gavin got a little too physical there, and Gavin's going to get whistled for the foul.
Yeah, Gavin, but I like to see him going in and rebounding, trying to rebound on the offensive end. He did a good job, just got called for a little push.
4.5 to go. Railers on top, 33-10. Almost halfway through the third quarter, we've had one basket, a 3 from Podbelsic. And an offensive foul whistled as Stevens bowls over Edward, and that's going to be Stevens' second foul. And it's not really a Railer game unless Gavin or Ed's taking a charge.
Well, remember the last few games, Jeff, Bolby has gotten a ton of fouls by not cutting off the baseline. That time he got 1 foot all the way in the out-of-bounds area and took that charge.
So after the turnover, the Railers. Backdoor, nice pass by Will, just a little short trying to get it to Max, stolen away by Springfield. Senators coming this way. Nelson, bounce over to Balster. Halfway through the third, it's Lincoln 33, Springfield 10. Railers looking for win number 21 on the season, number 11 in the conference, and after the end of the night, be no worse than a tie for the conference lead.
Boy, Springfield just struggling to find a area that's open. Now we bring Joey out there, and now he gets a steal.
Joey with the steal. Going in for the layup and the easy two, and he's fouled, and I hope he's okay. Boy.
That's exactly the play that he broke his arm on, and he fell just like he did when he broke his arm, but he gets up and looks like that thing's okay still.
Is it just me, or watching that play, did for just a moment you flash back to Roy S. Anderson when he hit the deck? But good job by Joey getting it to go down. Give him the credit. He got the steal, went in for the layup, and converts the three-point play as the free throw goes down. Joey now with 5. .330 to go. Railers up 36-10. Max with the steal. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Springfield. And you know, Josh, going back to the second quarter, Railers are right now on a 15-0 run.
Yeah, they're looking pretty easy, too, for the Railers. Springfield's pressuring pretty good on defense, but when teams try to pressure us, we do a great job of backdooring.
Max over to Gavin. Cruz going against Church. Block, picked up his dribble, needs some help, gets it out to Cook. Max down the lane, lost it, but a foul is going to be whistled on Balster, and that will be number 1. 3:01 to go, 36-10, Railers on top. Will to inbound, gets it to Cook. Between the circles to Olden, right wing to Pod. Pod will fire off a 3, he left it way short. Yeah, we've seen Will with some of his better shots. That wasn't one of them, primarily because, as you said, he was way off the line. As it's another turnover stolen away by the Railers. Gavin on the right side, watched by Pearl. Max, top of the key, 3 on the way, off the right side, no good. Down court, Jacobs. 2.5 to go. The way this Railer defense is playing here tonight, you start thinking about their best defensive effort of the season was the 20 points they allowed to Urbana down at Collinsville.
Let alone points, they can't get a shot off.
In the lane, Pearl has it knocked away by Gavin. Will, 2 on 3, brings it up on the left side, crosses over into the lane, over to Gavin, spots for 3. That one's short again. Gavin tries to get the rebound, but ahead to Jacobs. Now it looks like they'll get some points. Head to Church, who flipped it back to Jacobs. He fires a 3 and hits. That breaks the 15-0 run. Well, boy, I tell you what, Josh, if you're Coach Reed and you've got your 6'6" Church heading down the lane with the ball.
Well, you didn't think it would work out well for him, but he was able to get his feet set and knock it down, so it did work out well, but you like to see your big guy try and finish.
Over to Will, takes the 3, drives in, baseline, kicked it back out to Cruz, now to Max. Hesitant on the 3, takes it to the lane, flips it over to Will, little baseline, 14-footer, that's no good, and Church the rebound for Springfield. Minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Lincoln on top, 36-13. Nelson, Jacobs another 3, that's no good. Gavin with a strong board. Railers look to push it. Crossover. Gavin with a little elbow, a little out of control. Now back to Max. Max down the lane, watched by Balster. Flips it up off the glass, and it's going to go down.
Yeah, nice show of strength right there by Max. Number 10 hanging all over him, and was able to get it up off the board, and do a good job of getting it in.
Block out, Bowlby back in. Well, I don't think fans want to get a look at that. Make sure you check out the replay of this one on WLCNonline.com. That is a great example of just how strong Max is. He doesn't look it because he's so wiry, but that showed a lot of strength to get that one done, as the free throw misses off to the right.
And he may have not been that strong last year, but it's just the work these guys have put in the weight room all summer, and then even now they're still lifting in the mornings. Coach Greg Alexander has got them going in the weight room now.
Bowlby fighting for the ball as the ball rolling out of bounds, lost it. Horsham back in. Max will take a seat. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lincoln 38, Springfield 13. Ryan Dorr, the 5'8 senior, checks in for Nelson. As our daughter Carrie said when he came in at the game at Lincoln, he must be a football player. Ball tipped out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Senators. Stevens to inbound. Railers comfortably on top by 25. 40 seconds to go. 3 on the way, that's no good. Cruz and Church fighting for it, and it's Cruz coming out of there with it for the Railers. Horsham back to Austin. Now Joey will hold center court. Over to Horsham. And again,
looks like we'll hold probably for one here. 25 seconds, 38-13.
Bowlby and Stevens fighting hard on the post.
Yeah, Tyler just hold it out there. It doesn't look like he's going to come out and get him. Jacobs.
Joey down the lane, bounces to Ed, and it's thrown away. Bounce pass didn't make where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, I've seen a little more turnovers than usual here, especially here in the third quarter by the Railers.
5 seconds, down to 3. I'm not sure they noticed the clock. Nelson with a long 3. That's off the left side. That's no good. That's how our third will end. At the end of 3, it is Lincoln 38, Springfield 13. We head to the fourth in 60 seconds. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.